Brilliant Minutes, sponsored by Sinclair Heating and Cooling for 24/7 comfort on call.
Well, hello, Brad. Happy new week to you.
Greetings,
Am I
Chris.
sleepwalking?
I'm not going to go there.
Okay, because also full disclosure, Brad always sends a little synopsis of what he's going to talk about today. And this one really grabbed my attention. I can't wait for
interesting.
you to explain this.
It's interesting. Well, you know, the thing about the human brain, it's so complex that we know many things about it, but I'm sure there are many, many things we are not aware of, okay? And that's what today's story is really about. And in fact, you know, for decades, we've been able to hook electrodes up to people's heads and make recordings of the brain wave patterns, okay? Experts can look at those brainwave patterns without seeing the individual, and they'll be able to say, oh, this person is awake, this person
Sure.
is sleeping, that sort of thing. But embedded in that data that humans have never discovered, there has been a new discovery made by artificial
By
intelligence.
non-humans.
Right, okay. So that takes us right to the study today. It comes to us from the University of California, Santa Cruz. Scientists find small regions of the brain can take micro naps while the rest of the brain is awake, and vice versa. In other words, you can be asleep, but for just a split second, portions of your brain are awake.
Okay.
It sounds crazy. Here's a little bit of a closer look at what they did. And it was an extensive study. It took 4 years
Okay.
of work, okay? So they trained that neural network, or the AI,
Sure.
okay, to study the patterns within these massive amounts of brainwave data from people all over the planet, really, okay? And the model was so accurate that it could very easily differentiate between sleep and wake with just a millisecond's worth of data. It knew instantly if that was, you know, like where scientists might look at the whole pattern, oh, that person's asleep.
Yeah.
This is just a little split second. It's like, oh, that's awake, that's asleep, and it was always right, okay? So with that in mind, they found that small regions of the brain do indeed momentarily, they call it flicker, awake while the rest of the brain remains asleep, and vice versa, from wake to sleep. These flickers are only 1,000 times
How do
shorter
you
than
even measure that?
Well, that's why it took AI
Sure.
to make this discovery, okay? But they say, you know, it could help researchers better understand neurodevelopmental diseases and that sort of thing. But again, it shakes up everything we thought we knew about the brain, okay? But it's interesting.
And about me, I could have just taken a nap, right?
Maybe you did.
Just there when I blinked my eye.
Well, that's the nice thing about it. It's just for a split second. Okay, now I want to talk about the other thing. This is going to be the big topic in the coming weeks.
Okay.
For anybody who has seasonal allergies, we're just about ready to head into ragweed season, okay?
Oh, boy.
I was scouting the neighborhood this weekend. This is ragweed right along the edge of a cornfield near where I live, and notice it goes all the way right along the edge of the cornfield there as far as you can see. A closer examination, it's not blooming yet, but if you look around, you'll find some that have some buds that are getting ready to bloom within a week or two, I would suspect. And then there's this giant ragweed. It's called giant ragweed because although the leaves look differently, it's as tall as a human being, and you can see that it too has big juicy buds ready to go. So there is no ragweed in the air yet. However, on breezy days when you have a south or southwest wind and it's sunny and warm, we could be getting it up here already from the Milwaukee-Madison area. So any day, scratchy throat, itchy eyes, sniffles, it'll last till the first frost, and it's almost here.
Stock up on the Zyrtec once again.
There you go.
All right, Brad, thanks so much.